A local mascot is having a birthday party, and you and your kids are invited. Joey the Can-Do Kangaroo makes everyone smile at the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League fields, and now he's the subject of his second children's book. The author, Chad Cadell, is here with Joey and our friend Tyler Bradshaw from the Miracle League and the Nuxhall Foundation. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Joey, thank you for coming to get us all pumped up today. So, Chad, tell me about the new book.
Yeah, so we just about probably 2 months ago released our second book, Joey and the Joy Factory. It's a follow-up from our first book, Joey the Can-Do Kangaroo. And if you're not familiar with our first book, we wanted to have an on-ramp to take the message of Joey to our differently abled players, to kids in schools, with really a couple great messages. The first message was for all of our players to take the word can't and remove it from their vocabulary, to dream and believe. But then a message for all of us to say every day we have this opportunity to be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody.
Oh my gosh,
power of kindness and
love
inclusion.
That message.
Yeah.
And it's called Joey and the Joy Factory because that's the nickname for the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League fields. I mean, it really is a joy factory. When you decided to write these books, you're a preacher, you're a teacher, but was it hard to boil it down into a simple message for kids?
That's a great question. It really wasn't, because the Joy Factory, if you've come out to the fields at all, in seconds, you realize the amount of inspiration that just leaks and overflows from that place. I mean, if you spend an hour there with our players and our families, there's so much inspiration. It doesn't take much to get just jacked up on the inside and for these things to flow. There's nothing like it.
So here's your invitation to come out and experience that if you haven't before. Tyler, you're having a birthday party on Friday for Joey. He's 2 years old. He's my favorite toddler, besides my granddaughter.
Yeah, no, he's
I don't know what they're feeding him, but it's working.
So what are you planning on Friday?
So this Friday night at our adult league games, which start at 6 and 7:30, we'll be having a birthday party. Plenty of birthday cake. So we'll have birthday cake for everybody in attendance. We've also got some Joe Nuxhall Miracle League field decal sheets that everybody in attendance will get. And the best blessing of all, you get to see our special needs athletes in action. We've got adults starting at age 20, and our oldest players are into their 70s and 80s playing the game of baseball, and you get to see that live in action.
I think a lot of people might forget that it's not just kids. It's athletes of all ages and abilities that get out there. And how does the book and having events like that help the mission?
Well, the facility like ours, it's a massive facility. When it was built, about a $3 million complex, and we're trying to make things like our mascot and other programs happen, and that all takes money and support to make that happen. The beautiful thing about what Chad has done with this children's book is that every dollar from every copy sold goes to support the Nuxhall Foundation and our mission. So you can go on our website, which is just nuxhallmiracleleague.org. You can buy the books there, and it's really an incredible story. My kids are in love with it. They can recite the mantra from the book. It's just so special.
So we have the link on local12.com too to make it easy for you. Chad, how did you first fall in love with the Miracle League? And tell me just about your commitment going on. Your whole family's committed to it now, just like mine is.
Yeah, I was a lifelong educator and principal, and this all started about 6 years ago. I was making these snow day videos that went viral.
And they were great.
Honestly, Herzog and I did one, and Kim Nuxhall saw it. He's a lifelong educator who loved kids. He reached out and said, why don't you come over and see what we're doing? I'd never heard of the place. And I drove over there on a Saturday, and I got in my car, and I could hardly drive home just from tears of just being overwhelmed with the joy that flowed from that place. The opportunity to give your life to something bigger than yourself.
Right.
And ever since then, I called my wife and I said, I can't put this into words. You just got to come see it for yourself.
And everybody who comes is treated with kindness and respect, no matter who they are or where they came from. What are some of the events coming up this summer, Tyler?
Yeah, so we've got the Nuxie Bash. If you want to see Sheila Gray in action, come out to the
Not in good action. I'll be there.
Crushing the dingers, man.
Crushing it. Celebrity softball game that's in July. Here at the end of June, we actually have our 10th annual Cruise In for Kids car show.
Oh, that's a big one.
We do a big community car show, which is exciting. And our adult league will be playing all throughout the summer, leading up to a big, exciting trip. We're taking 40 of our special needs athletes on the road to Pittsburgh.
Back to Sean Casey's
they're
place.
Go to Sean Casey's facility, and they get to see the Reds and Pirates in action at PNC Park.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and Joey's making the trip to Pittsburgh, too.
Joey, lucky.
So, he's got his driver's license at 2 years old. Not even a learner's permit. Who would have thought?
Well, it's always so much fun to have you guys in. You always make me feel better just seeing you and being around all of you. Come out to the Miracle League sometime. Once again, the link, local12.com, Friday starting at 6 for the birthday party, and we'll be right back.
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and click subscribe to get notifications and stay in the know.